Hello everyone. In this class, we are going to start with the new chapter Human Reproduction, which comes under the unit Reproduction. The maximum marks that can be expected for the examination is 7. When we speak about reproduction, we have already come to know in the previous chapters there are two different types of reproduction. One is asexual type of reproduction, another one is sexual type of reproduction. When we speak about human reproduction, the humans reproduces in a sexual method. So we can say sexual reproduction, is seen in humans, and also the humans are unisexual. Why we are telling it as unisexual? Because the humans possess or they have only one type of sex. Either an individual may have female reproductive system or the male reproductive system in the body, and hence because of the presence of only one type of sex, they are considered as humans are considered as unisexual. And also humans show sexual dimorphism. Why we are using the term sexual dimorphism? Because the humans are unisexual as well as they are having only one type of sex, either male reproductive system or the male or the female reproductive system. And also due to the presence of only one type of sex in them, they are showing different characteristics, that is different sexual characteristics, primary sexual and the secondary sexual characters which are developed during the time of puberty. When we take females, the hormones are different, which differ or which are different from compared to the males. The hormones which are released in males is different, and the hormones which are released in females are different. And also their secondary sexual characters which are developed at the stage of puberty also differs. And due to this reason, we can say that the humans are showing sexual dimorphism. They are unisexual and they are showing sexual reproduction. Humans are showing sexual reproduction, and also sexual dimorphism can be seen in humans. And when we speak about reproduction, the humans shows different events or different stages can be seen during the time or during the process of reproduction. Let us list one by one which are those events. The first event is gametogenesis. The first event is gametogenesis. What is gametogenesis? The process of formation of gametes in the male gonad as well as in the female gonad is called as gametogenesis. What is gametogenesis? Formation and development of gametes in male gonad and female gonads. Now, what are gonads? Gonads are nothing but the sex organs. That is, the male gonad is testis and the female gonad is ovary. So we can say by another definition, that is, formation and development of gametes in testis and ovary is called as gametogenesis. Name itself is telling genesis is nothing but to get origin or to give birth or to take birth. Gametogenesis means the gametes are taking birth in the sex organs. There are two different types of gametes, such as spermatogenesis and oogenesis. Spermatogenesis and oogenesis are the two different types of gametes that are developed in humans. Let me take the first one, that is spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis. What is spermatogenesis? Formation of sperms in the testis is called as spermatogenesis. Formation and development of sperms in the testis is called as spermatogenesis. Next, the second type of gametogenesis is oogenesis. Second type of gametogenesis is oogenesis. That is, oogenesis means the formation of egg or ovum within the ovary is called as oogenesis. What is oogenesis? Formation and development of egg or ovum within the ovary is called as oogenesis. Formation and development of egg or ovum within the ovary is called as oogenesis. These are the two different types of gametogenesis that is seen in human reproduction. And this gametogenesis is followed by the next event. Now the gametes are ready and gametogenesis event is followed by the second event, that is insemination. What is insemination? Insemination means transfer of sperm into the female genital tract is called as insemination. Insemination can be defined as transfer of sperm into the female genital tract is called as insemination. Transfer of sperm into the female genital tract is called as insemination. Gametes are formed, they are ready, and they has to come in contact. They has to meet with each other. If they need to meet, the gametes has to move. But in humans, the female gamete or egg or ovum is non-motile, and Instead of it, the male gamete shows motile, or it shows movement, and it travels and moves towards the egg or ovum. So for that meeting of sperm and egg, the gametes has to be transferred. They should bring in contact. That is occurred, or that is done by the help of insemination event. Insemination means transfer of sperm into the female genital tract, and that is called as insemination. And insemination is followed by the third important event, that is fertilization. Fertilization is the third event that is seen in the human reproduction. What is fertilization? Fertilization means the fusion of male and female haploid gametes and results in the formation of a diploid cell called zygote. This process is called as fertilization. Fertilization means fusion of male and female gametes, and results in the formation of diploid cell, which is called as zygote. And this process or this event is called as fertilization. Repeating, fusion of male and female gametes. Here, which is the male gamete? Male gamete is nothing but sperm, and the female gamete is nothing but egg. They both are fusing each other, and that process is called as fertilization. When both the haploid gametes are fused with each other, a diploid cell is formed, and that diploid cell, which is formed by the fertilization, is called as zygote. We can define fertilization as fusion of sperm and egg, and it results in the formation of the diploid zygote. This is called as fertilization. And as soon as the fertilization is complete, as soon as the fertilization process or event is complete, this diploid cell will undergo mitotic cell division. The zygote, as soon as it is formed, immediately it undergoes mitotic cell division, and that mitotic cell division can be called by the term cleavage. We can call it as cleavage. So what we can say? The zygote undergoes cleavage. Cleavage is nothing but the mitotic cell division. The zygote undergoes cleavage, and due to the cleavage or due to the cell division, what happens? A single diploid cell is divided to form two daughter cells. Due to the cleavage, the zygote is divided into two cells, and that two cells again undergoes cleavage to form four cells, and the cleavage continues to form 4 to 8 cells, 8 to 16 cells, and 16 to 32 cell stage. That 16 cells or that 32 cells are nothing but, it is a very small mass or a ball of cells, and 16 celled stage or 16 celled a small ball of cells can also be called as morula. It is also called as morula. that is called as morula, and this morula stage is continued, or it continues by the cleavage to form blastula or blastocyst. Due to the fusion or due to the fertilization process, there was obtained of zygote, and the zygote underwent cleavage or cell division to form the morula, and due to the continuous cleavage, the morula was transformed into a larger size or more number of cells, which is called as blastula. And as soon as this stage is reached, the fertilization process is continued by the next most important event, that is the fourth event, implantation. The fourth event in human reproduction is implantation. What is implantation? The process of fixation or attachment of the blastocyst to the inner wall of the uterus is called as implantation. Implantation is nothing but fixation or attachment. Fixation or attachment of blastocyst. Attachment of blastocyst to the inner wall of uterus. Inner wall of uterus is called as implantation. Which is the inner wall? Inner wall is nothing but endometrium. Endometrium is the inner wall of uterus. We shall come to know in detail about uterus and other structures of female reproductive system in further classes when we study about the reproductive system. I'll repeat. Implantation means the process of fixation or attachment of the blastocyst to the endometrium of the uterus is called as implantation. And during the time of implantation, we can also see further changes, that is placentation as well as gastrulation. Placentation and gastrulation events are also seen in the major event under the implantation. What is placentation? Placentation means the development and the formation and development of the placenta. Formation of placenta is called as placentation. What is placenta? Placenta is nothing but the nutritive tissue, or it is a nutritive connection between the developing fetus as well as the mother, and it receives the nutrition and nourishes the developing embryo. So that placenta formation takes places during the time of implantation, and that is called as placentation. What about gastrulation? Gastrulation is nothing but the formation of germ layers. Formation of germ layers. Formation of germ layers. How many germ layers are there? There are 3 germ layers. Gastrulation is nothing but the formation of 3 germ layers. Which are those 3 germ layers? One is, the outermost layer is ectoderm. Ectoderm, middle mesoderm, and inner endoderm. Outer ectoderm, middle mesoderm, and inner endoderm. These are the 3 germ layers which is formed during the time of implantation, and that event of formation of 3 germ layers is called as gastrulation. And why this germ layers are formed? These are the most important event. Gastrulation is the most important event. This formation of germ layers plays a very vital role in the developing of the embryo, because all the tissues, all the organs and whole organ systems are developed by these outer ectoderm, middle mesoderm, and inner endoderm. We can say that these 3 germ layers are the major responsible components which plays a role in the formation of tissues, organs, and organ systems. This is about the implantation. And the implantation is followed by the 5th event, next event, that is nothing but the gestation. Gestation. What is gestation? The period of development of embryo is called as gestation. Gestation can be defined as the period of development of embryo is called as gestation. Period of development of embryo is called as gestation. In an easy term, we can say gestation as a pregnancy period. Pregnancy period is also called as gestation. Gestation means nothing but the period of development of embryo. As soon as the implantation has taken place, as soon as the blastocyst has fixed or attached to the endometrium of the uterus, it starts developing. For the completion of development of the whole embryo or the fetus, it takes the time, or it takes some certain period of time, and that developing period of fetus or embryo is called as gestation. And in humans, the gestation period is 9 months, 9 days, approximately 280 days is the approximate gestation period in humans. And during this time, during the gestation period, the organogenesis takes place. Organogenesis. What is organogenesis? The process of development of organs and organ system is called as organogenesis. As soon as the germ layers are formed, it starts producing the different tissues, and those tissues are differentiated into different organs and organ system. And that development of tissues, organs, and organ system is observed in the event of gestation or in the period of pregnancy. That is called as organogenesis. Formation and development of organs. Formation and development of organs is called as organogenesis, and this occurs in the gestation period or in the pregnancy period. And the fifth event, that is gestation, is followed by the last event of reproduction, that is parturation. Parturation. What is parturation? Parturation can be defined as the expelling of the fully developed fetus from the female body is called as parturation. Expelling of fully developed fetus from the female body is called as parturation. And parturation can be commonly called as delivery of a baby. Parturation can be called as delivery of a baby. Let us see the definition once again. Parturation is nothing but expelling of the fully developed fetus from the female body is called as parturation, and it is commonly called as delivery of a baby. This is about the 6 events which occurs during the time of human reproduction. And if we need to understand about these events in detail, we need to know, or we need to have knowledge about the reproductive system of both male and female, and then only we can study in detail about these events. Let us brush up what we have discussed in today's class. Human reproduction. There are majorly 6 events to complete the human reproduction, such as the first event is gametogenesis. Formation of gametes is called as gametogenesis. First event, gametogenesis. There are 2 different types of gametogenesis. One is spermatogenesis and other one is oogenesis. Spermatogenesis means the formation of sperms in the testis. In the testis is called as spermatogenesis. And second type of gametogenesis is oogenesis. Formation of egg or ovum within the ovary is called as oogenesis. Gametogenesis is followed by the second event, that is insemination. What is insemination? Transfer of sperm into the female genital tract. Transfer of sperm into the female genital tract is called as insemination. And the third event followed by the insemination is nothing but fertilization. Fertilization means fusion of male and female gamete. That is the fusion of egg and sperm to form a diploid cell called as zygote. And that process we call it as fertilization. Zygote is followed by the mitotic cell division, which we call it as cleavage. We call it as cleavage. Due to the cleavage, a single diploid zygote is divided into 2 cells. Due to continuous cleavage, 2 to 4 cells and 4 to 8 cells, 8 to 16 cells are formed. That small or mass of cell, that stage we call it as morula. And further, the morula, due to the next cleavage, the mass of cell is called as blastula, and blastula is followed by the next most important event, that is implantation. Implantation is nothing but fixation or attachment of the embryo or the blastula to the endometrium wall of the uterus is called as implantation. During implantation, placentation and gastrulation takes places. Placentation means formation of placenta. Placenta is nothing but the nutritive tissue, which is, or it's a connection between the mother and the mother body and the fetus, which receives nutrition from the mother and nourishes the developing fetus. That is called as placenta, and formation of placenta is called as placentation. And the second event is gastrulation. Under implantation, gastrulation is formation of 3 different germ layers. Which are those 3 germ layers? Ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. Ectoderm is the outermost layer, mesoderm is the middle layer, and endoderm is the innermost layer. These 3 germ layers are the main reason, or which are responsible for the development and formation and development of different tissues, organs and organ systems. And the 5th event, which is followed by implantation, is gestation. What is gestation? Gestation means period of development of embryo is called as gestation. In a common term, we call it as pregnancy period. And approximate pregnancy period in humans is 9 months, for around 280 days. And during gestation or during pregnancy period, the organogenesis takes place. That is nothing but the development, formation and development of different organs and organ systems within the fetus. And the last event followed by gestation is parturation. Parturation is nothing but delivery of a baby, or it can be defined as expelling of the fully developed fetus from the female body. That's called as parturation. And we can completely in detail know and study about these events by the help of the reproductive systems. We shall continue and study about both male and female reproductive system in the next class.